Welcome back to the Doorkickers player channel. This is mission 45, Taylor Residence. This is a hostage rescue mission. And sometimes, depending on how much time the mission allows for, sometimes I go for the optional mission objective, which is to eliminate all the tangos. And sometimes I try to go for the mission objective, which is to rescue the hostage. I don't know which one I did in this one. So we're going to find that out together. But before we get into it, I like to play the game time, all the attempts on this mission at 100x speed, just because I think it's funny to watch. And good news, I've got the audio now, so we're going to be playing the video. So what you're going to see is going to be the game audio in it as well, and which makes it a lot more exciting and also kind of funny when you watch it in 100x speed. So, all right, let's get into it. All right, so that was about 25-ish minutes of gameplay, and then however long it took me to complete the last attempt, plus watching the replay. So, total, it's about a half an hour, but that was about 25-ish minutes in a matter of just a few seconds. So this was relatively easy. Previous missions have taken me well over an hour, some even 2 hours. Or I don't think we've gotten to 2 hours, so maybe we have, I'm not sure. But either way, some of these missions are pretty difficult. So this one was relatively easy if it only took me about 25 to 30 minutes to complete it. We've got four operators, sorry, and I can see one hostage. I don't know if there are more. And I also don't know if we have a sniper or not. Um, and as we can already sort of see the layout that we have for the operators and where they're going to be headed. So the reason they're moving that way is just to kind of spread out, take control of as much area as we can before falling into a formation and moving in into the building. Now, while we're watching the last attempt, I do have the video set on 0.75 speed, and that's so that I can talk about everything I want to talk about as we're watching it and pause as little as I can. And then the replay we're going to watch in real time. All right, so we do have a sniper, and we're going to use the sniper as soon as the operators are ready. And all right, well, we're not going to use the sniper again because we're just taking out these tangos right now with the operators. And we're just going to kind of keep an eye on that countdown because we do only have 30 seconds to get in there. Now, we do have operator, I think that's operator 2 is going to go ahead, and we're just going to call him operator 2. So operator 2 is going to go ahead and move towards the exterior of the building and just walk around. In the meantime, operators 1, 3, 4 are going to converge and just keep an eye on the interior, try to cover as much as they can from the outside. And as you can see, they've already taken out a few tangos, which is pretty decent. And then we're going to utilize the flashbang. I love utilizing flashbangs. It's honestly a pretty useful tool. It's a reason they exist. And I'm already planning a route, which is a kind of interesting route. I'm kind of trying to use the flow method here, but not really. I'm just trying to get them in there and get them to that hostage that's in that Bravo Charlie side corner. Yeah, I'm just trying to get them to the hostage that's in the Bravo Charlie corner as quickly as possible. I'm really not like Yeah, I am not thinking about the tangos at all. I'm just trying to get in there as quickly as possible with these operators. But at the same time, we do have to take care of our operators and make sure that they're covering all the angles that they need to in order to stay safe. So we're doing that. And I'm kind of curious what I'm going to do with operator 5 here. Okay, so I'm going to have him. Interesting. Okay. So once once he's clear, once there are no tangos shooting at him, or once he doesn't see any tangos, then he's gonna move into that room, throw a flashbang in there before he moves in there. And he's got pretty decent cover, although it's not the best. But he's got pretty decent cover. And then once he's ready, he's gonna throw a flashbang in there and move in. He's gonna hook, move into the greater threat area, as I mentioned in previous videos. And this is what I hate when operators move in before the flash goes off. As you can see, operator 2 is taking out someone on the alpha side. So operator 4 and operator 3, for lack of, yeah, all right, that's operator 3. So operator 4 and 3 are going to start moving in. Flashbang was thrown, even though there are no tangos there, but it's still good to throw in a flashbang just in case there might be tangos there that could put your operators in danger. And we're just holding those two operators just in case. Well, we're holding operator 3 to wait for operator 1 so that they can move together, which reduces the amount of risk. And as you can see, I'm just play pausing every split second. You can see and this is why, because operator 4 wasn't looking at the corner, wasn't clearing that corner there, and therefore wasn't taking out that tango that needed to be taken out. So as you can see, the doorway to that room is open, and the second that that operator 3 moves into that space, that split second, that tango is going to take out that hostage. So we want to keep that operator exactly where he is and not risk the tango trying to take out the hostage. And so operator 3 is just going to stand there. Operator 2 is continuing to clear the Alpha Bravo side, the Alpha Bravo corner, and the Bravo side on the exterior of the building, while operator 1 throws in a flashbang. Now, thankfully, there are no tangos in the big main room where operator 4 is, because otherwise that could have been pretty messy. And I think that might have been the case in a few previous attempts, although I'm not sure. And we're going to have operator 4 clear that little closet, because sometimes there are tangos in that closet. It's happened a bunch of times in previous attempts of this mission. And so this is where it gets really tricky, because we've got a tango right in that doorway blocking the tango that's about to kill the hostage. So it gets really hairy, like really frustrating sometimes, because, and you can see here, like I'm just like praying that it works, and it does. The tango gets taken out, so I'm like, phew, just so relieved, because I was like praying that tango gets taken out before he takes out the hostage, because that's happened so many times. All right, so now operator 3 is going to go ahead and clear that bathroom. He's going to throw a flashbang in there, because why risk it? We're not on a countdown anymore, so why risk it? To be honest, if he has cover, sure, go ahead. And operator 2 is just going to keep covering that exterior, while operator 1 goes into that Bravo Charlie room and grabs the hostage. Operator 4 is clearing that closet. Closet's empty. So he's going to move into the main room and clear that little corner over there, just in case there's someone that's just waiting there. Now, there could be tangos in the Charlie side rooms. It's definitely a possibility, but we're just going to ignore that for now. We're going to focus on clearing the immediate rooms, and oh, I guess we are going to go clear that room. So we're going to ignore that little corner over there. I guess it's just insignificant. And also, we can have Operator 2 go ahead and clear that right after he clears the bathroom. So we're going to have Operator 4 throw a flash in there, clear that room, and clear that more inside Bravo Charlie side of room. And Tangos are down. So there was the last Tango was in that bathroom, and that's happened before. And so that's why we threw a flashbang in there, because if we don't throw a flashbang in there, then that Tango is likely to take out the operator 2 in that instance. So we kind of just wanted to minimize the risk, and it was the right call. Throw a flashbang in there that gives the operator time to move in calmly and not in the line of sight of a Tango. So he had time to move in there, take out that hostage, and end the mission. So overall, it was a nice mission, and it got a little hairy there. It got a little, too close for comfort, but it worked out in the end. It was successful. It would have been better if I had moved. If I had moved operator, who was that? Operator 4. No, that was operator 3, sorry. If I had moved operator 3 back away from the doorway instead of moving him forward and attempting to take out that Tango. But if I had moved him back, taking out that Tango from outside of the room and then thrown in a flashbang and then moved inside of the room, that would have been ideal, but it worked out in the end, so I'm okay with it. All right, this is the replay.
Time to say goodbye. Good job. We're done here.
So yeah, all of that, all of the 30 minutes that I played the game kind of just culminated into 28 seconds of replay time. So it it's kind of ridiculous when you kind of look at it that way. It's like you spent half an hour doing something that ended up only lasting 28 seconds. It's like, yeah, I mean, it kind of did. That's the fun of the game. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more of these kinds of videos, make sure you subscribe. And if there's anything that you want to see in the next videos, or if you want to hear about in future videos, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I'll see y'all in the next video.